What if the most advanced telescope ever built has revealed something humanity was never supposed to witness? What if everything we thought we knew about how the universe began, about time, space, and reality itself, is unraveling in the face of new discoveries? The James Webb Space Telescope, created to look back at the universe's very first light, has now returned data so disturbing that a Nobel Prize-winning physicist has finally spoken out with a chilling conclusion. This is not our universe. So what did Webb uncover at the farthest edge of existence? And why are scientists saying it could force a complete rewrite of modern cosmology? Stay with us, because what comes next changes everything. In a quiet patch of sky glowing with ancient light, the James Webb Telescope detected what first appeared to be a faint yellow smudge. But as astronomers examined it more closely, their expectations fell apart. That small blur wasn't just another distant galaxy. It turned out to be the most distant galaxy ever observed, one that formed only 290 million years after the universe was believed to have begun. And here's the problem: it shouldn't exist. It's far too large, far too bright, and far too developed to have formed so quickly after the Big Bang. According to everything our models predict, there simply wasn't enough time, or enough material, for galaxies like this to emerge so early. Yet there it was. And it wasn't alone. Webb has since identified dozens more galaxies just like it. Each one defies expectations, challenging the fundamental rules we thought governed the early universe. As scientists looked deeper into the data, what they uncovered became even more unsettling. Some of these objects from the early universe aren't just unusually large, they're utterly unlike anything we've ever observed. Typical galaxies convert only about 10% of their gas into stars. But Webb has identified at least 3 that appear to have transformed all of their matter into stars. No remaining gas, no dust clouds, only intense, unfiltered starlight. That's not merely strange, it flatly contradicts every model of how galaxies are supposed to form. And that contradiction has pushed scientists toward a much darker question. What if these objects aren't galaxies at all? What if we're not actually looking at the early universe, but it's something entirely different? A structure from another dimension? The leftover remains of a universe that existed before ours? Or even an intrusion from a completely separate cosmos? To understand why this possibility is sending shockwaves through cosmology, we need to look at the concept of the Hubble sphere and the observable universe. The farther away something is, the faster it recedes from us as space itself expands. Eventually, you reach a limit, the Hubble sphere, where galaxies are moving away faster than the speed of light. Logic tells us we shouldn't be able to see beyond that point, yet we do. That's because space continues to expand, constantly pushing the boundary of what's visible outward. But beyond that expanding edge lies something deeply unsettling, a region of space we can never reach, and that can never reach us. And yet, the James Webb Space Telescope is now detecting light and signals from these forbidden regions, light that should never, under any circumstances, have arrived here, which leaves only one possibility. We may be seeing past the edge of our universe itself, and no one has any idea what exists beyond it. Webb's findings are pushing scientists toward questions once thought impossible to ask. What if the universe never truly began? Some Nobel Prize-winning physicists are now openly challenging the Big Bang itself. Because if galaxies can emerge faster than the laws of physics permit, if light can reach us from beyond cosmic limits, and if structures exist that ignore time, size, and mass, then perhaps our entire understanding is flawed. Maybe the early universe isn't early at all. Maybe what we're observing isn't a point on a timeline, but a rupture. A region where 2 universes intersect. Or something even more disturbing, a place where remnants of something far older than our universe are leaking through. Whatever the truth is, it refuses to fit inside our equations, and may never do so. One of the James Webb Telescope's most ignored discoveries isn't an image at all, but a signal. While analyzing the faint background noise of the cosmos, Webb detected a subtle, repeating oscillation, one that doesn't correspond to any known cosmic process. It isn't a pulsar, it isn't gravitational waves, it isn't a distortion in the cosmic microwave background. This signal repeats with precise regularity, as though it were deliberately produced. Some astrophysicists have begun referring to it as the heartbeat beyond time. Others urge caution, proposing it could be evidence of exotic matter, something that could only exist beyond the confines of our universe. But here's the unsettling detail. This frequency isn't random. It follows a strict mathematical structure, as if it were encoded, designed to be found. Another unexpected result from Webb reveals a disturbing imbalance between what we observe and what we can measure. Galaxies at extreme distances appear to exert enormous gravitational influence, bending light, warping space, and affecting nearby structures. Yet there is no visible mass to account for it. This isn't dark matter as we know it, it's something else entirely. Some scientists now suspect that Webb is picking up enormous gravitational disturbances that don't align with any known source. These invisible mass effects behave like cosmic fingerprints, pressing on space-time from somewhere beyond our view. The question is, where are they coming from? For some theorists, the answer is almost unthinkable. We may be witnessing the imprint of another universe colliding with our own. What if everything we observe has a counterpart we can't see, not symbolically, but physically? A once fringe idea, long dismissed by mainstream cosmology, is resurfacing with new urgency. The theory suggests the existence of a mirror universe, one where time runs in the opposite direction, and the laws of physics unfold in reverse compared to ours. So what changed? The James Webb Telescope has detected unusual particle behaviors and rotational patterns in distant galaxies that hint at deep asymmetry. It's as if two cosmic systems are overlapping, our universe drifting one way, while another, just beyond reach, moves against it. If this is true, then we are not isolated within the multiverse. We may be entangled with a shadow reality, one that mirrors our own existence. And then comes the final, unsettling twist. One of Webb's long-range instruments was tracking a faint light signal at the very edge of the observable universe. As expected, the signal began to fade, destined to vanish forever like so many distant sources before it. But it didn't. The light returned. Not from the same direction, not from the same moment in time, yet it carried the exact same spectral signature, as if it had been sent outward, struck something unseen, and reflected back toward us. The telescope had just recorded a cosmic echo. But an echo of what? There are only two explanations. Either the light curved all the way around the structure of the universe, meaning space itself is finite and closed, or it struck something else, something at the boundary, something capable of reflecting light, something that was never supposed to exist. The James Webb Space Telescope was designed to look backward in time, to uncover how the universe was born. Instead, it may have revealed something far more disturbing, that our universe is not alone. The impossible galaxies, the unseen mass, the mirrored motions, the pulse, the echo. Each discovery erodes the illusion of certainty, the comforting belief that we understand where we are, when we are, and even what we are. A Nobel Prize-winning physicist issued a warning. This is not our universe. And perhaps that's the truth humanity was never meant to confront. Maybe we're drifting along the edge of something ancient, immense, and utterly indifferent. A deeper framework, a greater structure, a universe hidden behind our own. So the real question is no longer whether we're alone in the cosmos. It's whether we're even in the right one. Tell us what you think in the comments. Do you believe the James Webb Telescope has already glimpsed another universe? Or are we just beginning to see the cracks in our understanding of reality? Subscribe and turn on notifications, because the cosmos just blinked back, and whatever is out there has noticed us. We'll see you in the next video.